Good evening! Hello everyone! Welcome to my very shiny, new looking art stream. Thank you for coming along. It was great to see you all last Sunday, and it's really cool to see new people here today as well. Shout out to Atomic Love, Jay Senior, Rob, Sean, Riddy, and one person who's lurking right now who I can see. Today we're going to be continuing the Reala artwork from last week. I have been out in the garden all day doing gardening, and I've got really crazy hay fever, so if it looks like I'm crying at any point, it's not that I'm overcome with emotion, it's just that I've been getting attacked by plants all day, so that's what's up with me. I'm going to be streaming for 2 hours. I'm not sure if I can get this completely finished in 2 hours, but if by some miracle that we do, then I'm going to switch over to the other night's artwork that we started on the very first stream that I've not finished yet. So we've still got something to do even if I finish this Reala picture early. I've been working on putting together this new layout for the past week non-stop. I've hardly left my desk at all. I'm glad to see that the chat's working. It's using a different system, and at any point if it disappears or messes up, I'm sorry. I don't know how to fix it either. So just come along for the wild ride that is YouTube streaming with someone who's very new to streaming. Okay, so let's get into art mode. I always do this the wrong side. It's because I've got my thing flipped. Here is this beautiful emo creature that we need to finish off today. There shouldn't be that much more to do, to be honest. It's like drawing a bunch of halos, a bunch of sparkly stars, and sort of just finishing up the little details. One of my main goals is I want to give him really, really sparkly, glowy, evil looking eyes. So that's my intention for this. I'm gonna put my timer on 15 minutes. And I dearly want my PC to behave itself. See, I have this button now that I press, just one button, and it turns everything on at the exact same time. All of my art programs, all of my streaming stuff, all of that. And sometimes my computer just can't handle it, despite the fact it's got enough RAM. It just eats its own face. So yeah, expect that to happen at some point. Right, where was I? Okay. The first 5 minutes is always me trying to reorientate myself with what I was actually doing in the last stream. I've not touched this picture since I last worked on it, so you'll have to ignore me for 5 minutes. Right, what am I doing? Right, this is a shiny layer. Shiny layers are good layers, we like those. This is the shading. This is the rough shading. And that's something that I don't know what it is. And that's alright. I think that was the old shading. Ooh. I done that thing again before I came on stream. I tried to eat dinner really quickly, too fast. So, yeah, it seems to be a bad habit of mine. I always think I've got enough time and then I run out of time before I start streaming. Alright, this is... okay. Yeah, sorry that you can't really see all the, that direction. You can't see all the layers as much anymore on my screen. It was either have chat on the art itself or have it off to the right hand side a little bit, so yeah, I chose the stuff on the right. Yeah, my PC's got 64 gigs of RAM right now. I would have got 128, but unfortunately the Rampocalypse kind of started at that point, and I've not been able to get any more. Plus I've got all the Corsair Vengeance sticks, and I like all my PC to be like color coordinated. So, right, what am I doing here? Focus! Right, I've done the shading. I've done the lighting, kind of. I need to do the lighting on his hand. That's what I'm gonna do. I need to pick somewhere and just do it. This is actually my my third stream in a row this week. I didn't actually mean to do so many streams without a break, but I sort of juggled stuff around this week so I could do other things. I'm kind of suffering from it right now. Right, this, because it's the foreground, is going to be blurry. So I'm going to make it yellow, add glow layer. Right, this in the foreground, there's going to be like some intense sparkles, so the underside of his hand, despite the fact that sparkles come out of his hand, Knights and Reala like produce glitter. What a great trait. I would love to be able to do that. So the lighting will be under, I'm choosing it to be under his hand rather than coming out of the top of his hand, because I'm trying to keep the like upwards light source. Wow, look at me giving a damn about the direction of my light sources. Usually I don't care. I just put all the glitter everywhere usually. Hang on, that's the wrong colour. I want bright yellow and orange. Actually, I shall use orange instead. How are you all today? Been up to anything exciting? I'm glad. I actually used to have a fan insert Mario fan character when I was a kid, and they were basically just a female version of Luigi, and they had like the cap and everything, and yeah, I was totally into Luigi. Once upon a time, I thought Luigi was like the greatest. Still think he's better than Mario. I like the underdog characters. If I ever find out what happened to all my really old artwork from when I was a kid, I should scan that, because I don't think I've ever shown anyone that before. I just remember it exists somewhere. Much to my shame as a Sonic fan. I did once have Mario fan characters. But that's okay, because we can appreciate both things. At least now we can appreciate both things. Back then, that was like serious crime. It was like you were either Sega or Nintendo, and that was it. Eerie curve! Uh-oh. He's threatening to show my old artwork. Yeah, there is actually a lot of Mario fan characters out there. I watch a lot of Mario fans. I always thought the best characters in the Mario universe were the Koopa Kids, the Koopalings. And I think it might be purely because I used to love the cartoon on television, and I used to think that Wendy-O was like the best character. Because I never really got into the modern Mario games, I still to this day don't understand the whole Junior character. Because I always thought that the Koopalings were his kids, so he ended up with another kid. Bowser just has this giant collection of kids, which is fine. But I always thought that it was just weird how they made such a big deal out of Junior and not the other characters so much. But what do I know? I'm not that much of a Mario fan these days. I shouldn't zoom in this much on my art because the lines look really bad. It looks better from a distance. I don't know if he'll keep these purple lines or not. I will see when I blur it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just keep building up the glow layers. So I'll do like a really fuzzy one. And I'll do a second glow layer on top of that layer. Because then you can like keep refining the glow more. So this time I will make that yellow. Telling me I have a 10-minute break, but I really don't have a 10-minute break right now. I'm gonna work through that break because it should be giving me a 5-minute break, not a 10-minute break. I just started. I have no idea if this is going to look any good or not, and don't think for a second I know what I'm doing. Thank you. I mean, really, the highlights should probably be rainbow colored because the whole like rainbow vortex underneath him, but I'm gonna have like tons of like yellow sparkles, so that's gonna be like even more light sources. I like my light sources that make no sense. Who needs logic? So I'm quite tired and quiet today because, like I said earlier, I was gardening. I enjoy gardening, it's fun. I don't enjoy weeding, but I do enjoy gardening, and I think it's like something like you get to over 40 and suddenly gardening becomes like the most exciting thrill ride of your life. And today I had to like tidy up this gigantic patch of land so I can prep it for everything that I'm planting there, and I eventually got it done, finally. And I planted a ton of different vegetables, and the only veg I've ever really grown is potatoes, but this time I'm trying to grow beetroot, I'm trying to grow carrots, peppers, courgettes, all this kind of stuff that I'm gonna grow, but I'm probably not gonna eat because I planted potatoes a few years back and they come back around every year. I can't get rid of potatoes now, and every time they come out the ground I always feel weird about eating them, even though I eat them from the supermarket. If I grow my own veg I still feel weird about eating it, but I just like making it. But everyone else in the house ends up using it, so it doesn't go to waste. I just like growing it more than eating it. You have an orchard? Oh, that's sick. That's really cool. Yeah, springtime is nice. Today was actually really nice and warm. I actually wanted to just like sit outside, but I had to get all the gardening done that I needed to do. I'm trying to find what this weird triangle shape is. I could just see this weird, this weird shape. Where is it? I've lost it. Right there. This. Where is that? Where is that coming from? I did not draw that. Not that. Not that. This is probably going to just like haunt me. I'll never know what. Oh, I found it. Okay, it's just a sketch layer. I thought I forgot to color something in. So you know how to make cider? That's really cool, actually. The funny thing about having apples in your garden is if you don't pick them up when they fall on the ground, they ferment on the grass, and sometimes you get like squirrels and birds who eat them. And if the apples have been fermented for long enough, the animals will just get drunk off their ass. And I've seen like a drunk squirrel in a video before, and it's like the funniest thing. It's just like jumping around and it's like trying to climb a tree, but it just keeps falling off and bouncing around. It's so funny. Yeah, animals can get drunk too, apparently. I think I was saying on the last stream that I don't suffer from hay fever, but I do. I'm finding out today that I do. There's this one type, I'm sorry to be boring here, right, but there's this one type of weed that grows in the garden, right? And it looks really just mid. It's not like got low leaves or anything, it's just this little straggly sort of like a long stem, and it's just these little sort of like seed things on it, right? And if you so much as touch it to remove it, it fires all of them. It explodes. This plant explodes, right? And it fires all the seeds into the air, and it usually hits you right in the eye. It's so evil. And that happened like 4 times today. Okay, that was telling me that my long break was over, but I didn't have a break, so I'm just going to work for 15 minutes and then I'm going to have a break. I recommend that you don't ignore your breaks, but it's literally just because the timer on my Stream Deck is telling me the wrong thing. I probably shouldn't be using more glowy stuff on this layer because it's really far at the top and this was supposed to be foreground layer. But once again, I've lost what layer I was working on, so never mind. You know what? I am just going to start doing the sparkly stuff with Reala's eyes. Because that is what I live for. The sparkles. Sometimes I leave my paintbrushes on the wrong brush and I go to do something and it doesn't do anything and I'm like, what is this? Because I was working on the comic yesterday. What I do when I want something to look super glowy is I just build up layers and layers and layers of the same colour, but on separate glow layers. So... A lot of the time I'll just do like a lot of glow and then I'll just go back and like erase it because I don't like how it's looking. I think I'm just gonna, yeah, I'm gonna maybe keep this eye more simple. I think I shall make the whites of his eyes glowy as well. So that means going to the under layer and making it brighter. How does that look? Yeah, that looks sick. This is all details that nobody's probably gonna see unless they zoom in, but I always put all the little details in anyway, because it gives me happiness. And if you're one of my patrons, you'll know how much time I spend on tiny details if you watched me do page 13 recently. Yeah, that looks cool. Alright, I wanted to shade this part darker. That's what I wanted to do. Just remembered last time. Yeah, I don't always know what I'm doing with the shading when I first put it down, but as I go along, I kind of just change bits of it. Usually when I'm watching artists do drawing sessions and I see like the speeded up version of it, I always see them like changing their line art a lot and like selecting it and moving it around and warping it and restarting their image all over again, and I'm not I'm not that fussy. I just like to get my art done, even if it takes me a hell of a long time. I think one of my favourite things art-wise is adding highlights to metal surfaces. I don't know why, I just find it really fun, because then you can use like really bright highlights. I have 1 minute 30 of work left, and I promise I'll catch up on chat. You see, I made the title of this stream something like the final sparkle. Let's finish Reala, and if I don't finish this, I'm gonna be really annoyed at myself. The one thing I've learned about my art is whenever I think I know how long it's going to take me, it usually takes me like 5 times longer than my original estimate. I always used to say like, oh, it'll take me X amount of hours. And then after many experiences, I learned it's way better to just be realistic than trying to be a smartass and say you can draw fast when you clearly can't. The good thing about doing highlights is you can kind of like clean up your lines. Right, I'm going to stop for a second and have a break. Let's see how how bad is my hay fever treating me. Okay, I'm okay. Right, chat. Let's see. Recurve, yep, you sent me an email, I have read it and I'll respond to it, but like I warned you way in advance last stream, I'm notoriously slow at replying to emails. Some people have been waiting a good few months for me to reply to emails, but I'm gonna try and maybe take a week off next month to catch up on everything, because I'm like at the point now where I just feel like absolutely ashamed that I haven't actually replied to a few people in particular, and I'm like, okay, I need to reply to my emails. It's usually just because stuff ends up taking other priority, like things just end up piling on, and then I end up with like 30 emails that are equally important, and I'm like, ah! But I love getting emails and I always read them, and it was really cool to read everything that you've been up to and stuff, and I shall get back to you ASAP. Rob, one cool thing for those who are lagging behind watching YouTube streams, just set the playback speed to a high one and you'll catch up. You know what, I've never actually tried doing that before. I know you can set the playback speed to be fast, and I've heard that if you're trying to learn something, if you like double the speed of the voice, you can learn twice as fast or something. It's pretty cool. I just realised after a week of seeing at the bottom of my screen saying the latest subscriber was someone called Blue Fantasy, we now have Dash Zero. Thank you, Dash Zero, for changing that counter, because it was driving me kind of nuts that I had been stuck for the past couple of days. I also got all of my wrong way again. I got all of my Ko-fi donation things set up again. It used to be on Stream Elements, and the problem with Stream Elements is unless I'm looking at the dashboard, I can't see anything that's going on. So I changed it to I changed it to Ko-fi, because I use Ko-fi already for tips, and it's good and it's safe, and I highly recommend it as a service to anybody else who takes commissions or just likes coffee in general and doesn't want to dox themselves or have like PayPal being ridiculous, and PayPal likes to be ridiculous a lot, so that's kind of like my fix for that. I've also got my Blue Sky down here, my Blue Sky listed. Blue Sky is my current most used social media since I pretty much shut down all of my other social media, and it is where you will find me talking way too much every day because I literally live online. My Patreon is where you can support my comics creation, and you can also get access to extra streams every week, 3 or 4, I think 3 currently, extra streams per week of me working on the comic. And you get to watch me like do like an hour of working on one panel non-stop for like a week. So that's the kind of exciting, thrilling things you can see on my Patreon. I'm also like midway, or maybe not midway, but like a third of the way through chapter 4 on my Patreon on draft pages. So although it looks like I've not touched my comic for like 2 years or something on my website, it's not, as I've literally been working on all the draft pages on my Patreon instead, which is pretty cool. Regarding double speed info, do you remember when some TVs used to do info bursts? Yeah, Bad Influence used to have that, or was it Games Master? Games Master or Bad Influence used to have it at the end, where they would say, set your VCR to record, and you would slow it down at the end. And I was always really annoyed because I think it was Bad Influence used to have it, and I remember one time there was like something about Knights or Sonic or something at the end, and I really wanted to read it, but my video recorder was so old it couldn't do slow-mo. So for years I always wanted to know what it was. And then there was the original UK advert for Nights into Dreams on the Saturn had a data burst as well at the very end part. There was all these little bits of text flying around the screen, and one of them was telling you about finding hidden blue chips in Soft Museum and stuff, from what I remember. But yeah, I love hidden stuff like that. It's really fun. It actually reminds me, this week Sega Japan started tweeting about our retro recognition type campaign that they're doing, and I think that like a lot of people are hoping that it's going to be actual playable ports of the games, especially Knights, because Knights got delisted like last year or something. But there was also like Guardian Heroes, Sega Gaga, and a bunch of other old games mentioned as well. And the website the website is really cool. I mean, even if it turns out to be just like merchandise or something, like if it's not game related, I enjoyed the effort in the website. If you inputted like the button codes, you would get little things pop up and stuff, and at the very top of the screen there was like map coordinates, and I zoomed in on it and I couldn't really read it, so I took a photo of it and I ran it through Google Lens, and it found the coordinates, and I was like, oh, is this some kind of like treasure hunt or something for clues? Because I love stuff like that, because I'm like a Gravity Falls fan, and that's kind of just affected me forever. I'm always trying to find extra like hidden symbols and stuff, and it turned out it was just the coordinates for Sega Japan's headquarters, and I was like, still, that's pretty cool that it was actually something. Yeah, I want Burning Rangers too. I love Burning Rangers. I used to actually have my hair like Tillis's in high school, and it's actually like what my hair is like in one of my other photos, but I have like fluorescent orange bob. That was my haircut in high school for a while. Burning Rangers was such a good game. I loved the art style and all of that stuff, and I was totally like hyped that on the development for Sonic All-Stars Transformed, I got to do Burning Rangers artwork, like the first Burning Rangers artwork for years, like literally since the game came out, I think, in Sega. They didn't get used, but I got feedback from like the character creators of the Burning Rangers, and I was just like so happy. I mean, that made up for it, even if no one else got to see it. I mean, I think I put it at the start of my stream, all my stickers. But yeah, I love Burning Rangers. I loved back then how you would save the people that you would find sitting around and stuff, right? And then maybe like the next time you loaded up the game, you would get emails from them talking about what they were doing and thank you and all that stuff. And on the Dreamcast, I always thought, well, if there was a Burning Rangers game on the Dreamcast, it'd be cool because they could just have this never-ending bunch of emails that they send you, because the internet existed. Well, it existed before, but on the Dreamcast, Sonic Team used to sometimes send emails from your chow and stuff. I don't know if anyone ever got that, but one time I got like a Christmas email from my chow, which was cute. But I thought that would have worked like really well for Burning Rangers. I love the music in Burning Rangers as well. It's just like totally peak. I should probably get back to drawing. I'm just like waxing lyrical about Burning Rangers. Right, let's go. Apparently, like Burning Rangers was really difficult to get a hold of in America. I found it in a shop like when it came out, and Electronics Boutique, I think, whatever it was called back then. I was quite lucky that my Electronics Boutique actually used to sell Saturn games. I mean, because of that, somewhere I've got a copy of Panzer Dragoon Saga. I'm hoping to find it again one day soon, so I can like set up my entire future with it. Since I know it's worth an insane amount of money now. And other things that are quite rare as well that I forget about on the Dreamcast. Shenmue 2. I didn't realise that it didn't come out in America? Am I remembering that correctly? It just came out in Europe. And originally it was subbed, and it was all the audio was in Japanese. And then later on it was released on Xbox or something? Shenmue 2, can't remember now. Yeah, eventually it got released and got dubbed, from what I remember. I do prefer the dub, because I love Ryo's voice actor, is fantastic. No one else can do the whole I see thing quite like he can. Though, because of the Japanese version of Shenmue 2, I got to learn what left and right is in Japanese, thanks to I think his name was Dylan. You would go and shift crates for him to earn some money. So you got Panzer Dragoon Saga as well, yeah. It just always makes me laugh and feel super old when people talk about like super expensive retro gaming, rare games. At one point, like Christmas Nights was considered to be rare as well, and I'm like, are you kidding me? I've got like 5 or 6 copies of it. From different regions as well. So lately, the price of night stuff has started to creep up again. I think it's like anything, it becomes like flavor of the month, and suddenly everybody wants it again, and all the prices just get artificially inflated. It's a bit annoying. I'm doing that thing where I'm so into what I'm drawing, I just kind of zone out and I don't actually pay attention to what I'm drawing anymore, I just colour it. I'm on autopilot, which is dangerous because I'm going to end up overworking this picture. Right, I'm keeping the shading up here slightly softer compared to the shading down here because this is going to be brighter. I think what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna get really far away, really far away from Reala. Right. I need to start drawing these halos. I don't want to. This is one of these things where I've had fun drawing the actual main focal point of the image, and now I have to commit to actually doing the rest of the idea that I had. So what's the top? What is the toppest layer? Okay, it's the sketch, right. How am I gonna do this? I should be good, and instead of freehanding it, I should use one of the tools. What can I use? Ruler. This is where I have to remember what tools Clip Studio has, and there's quite a lot. Ellipse tool, that'll do. Okay, I don't want it to be purple, so... Just gonna put this temporary. I'll make it green so I can see it, since it's currently over the top of a rainbow. Oh, no. Nope. As you can tell, I'm not good with rulers. Oh, hang on. I know what I'm doing wrong. Nope. No, guess what I done? I finally got the bloody correct curve, and I done it on the wrong layer. Of course I done it on the wrong layer. I done it on my sketch layer. Here's a pro tip for you. Your sketch layer, lock it so you cannot draw on it, you cannot move it. Idiot. Oh, right. Let's try that again. Hang on, where's DP? Why am I not seeing her again? I can see her! Hang on, why am I... This is weird. This is odd, right? So this makes no sense, right? I can see DP on my OBS chat, but the actual YouTube chat, she's now invisible, so now I've just got to stare at this really small screen. But I'm so glad that you have defeated the weird YouTube... That was weird. The weird YouTube curse. And we've been trying to resurrect you for quite a long time, but thankfully it's working. It's good to have you here. It was driving me insane. Yes, you're alive, I can see you. You just joined at this riveting moment of watching me fail at doing ellipses. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use that as a template. Now see, the last time I done set to live chat, that's when that blue arrow thing happened and my chat wouldn't update anymore, so I ain't touching that. I can see DP on one of my screens, so it's fine. Right now I'm just making a bunch of rough layers so then I can draw over the top of it. I was just gonna use the ellipse tool to do the actual halos like perfectly, but I think I'm gonna freehand them. But I'm going to give myself a bit of a help by making a rough version underneath, so I'll draw on top of it. It's quite funny. Every time I've done art of like nights with Nightopian halos or just like halos halos in the snow, all like dull and broken and stuff, I always get Sonic fans asking me if they're gold rings, and I'm like, no, they're Nightopian halos. Because I make only the most grimdark of Night's fan art. And I'm gonna make all of them into one layer. Merge with layer below. See. Merge with layer below. And again. Right, now that I have the rough idea of them being there, I am going to get rid of that sketchy layer, whatever it is, somewhere. This layer. I'm gonna get rid of that entirely, I don't need it anymore. Hey Darlo! You know what, every time someone else comes into the chat, because I've been doing so many PNGTuber streams this week for my patrons, I always press the wave button where my PNGTuber jumps around doing this, and having to actually do it like in person is odd to me. But hi, hello. Right. The halos are currently not right now a problem, so I'm gonna ignore them for just now and get back to doing more sparkles. Right, where was that other layer? This layer, the cool layer, the good layer. Right. Five-minute break. I've not actually done like any hand stretches today at all, which is bad. Yeah, I know that Clip Studio's got its own shading tool, but I like to do all my art myself. You know? There's also like a instant watercoloring fill tool as well, where you just circle your entire character and it just decides what colors things are gonna be, and I used it once to see what it was when it first came out years ago. I think it was like 6 years ago or something, but it just made all my characters completely wrong and stuff, so nah. Yeah, sketch layers, I always accidentally draw on my sketch layers. Even when they're like highlighted as being sketch layers, I always still end up drawing on them somehow. So yeah, DP, now that you're in here, we were talking about the Sega Japan Sega Universe project thing. Do you reckon that there's actually going to be any game ports, or do you think it's just promotional stuff? I mean, it's Knights' 30th. I keep going to say 40th. Knights' 30th this year. And I would expect there to be a port, right? I mean, I can't see there ever being a Journey of Dreams port. I don't know why. Maybe because it was like stuck on the Wii. But I'd be quite happy to see a Journey of Dreams port at this point, because it's not fair for the people who grew up with Journey of Dreams and they haven't got to play the game since being on the Wii, you know? Yeah. I mean, porting Knights is easy enough because it's had like so many different ports now. I mean, it exists already. I would like to see a proper complete version of Christmas Nights with Sonic Into Dreams and stuff on it, and the what else was there? Link Attack and Time Attack, I think. I can't remember if they were in the port. I should know. Yeah, it'd be nice to see a bundle, because then it's good for both people, you know? Yeah, me too, me too. It'd be nice if they added all of the holiday content as well. I know that like the port had like summer nights and Halloween nights, which was amazing because I didn't actually know until I worked on it, and I was like, oh, wow. And the Halloween song sounds really cool. I can't remember if they put the Halloween song into the port version. But the Halloween night song sounds so weird, like nothing else in the game. I had the file somewhere, I can't remember where I put it, but yeah. Hello. I'm going to call you Amadeus because I'm trying to... I think it's Celestis? Am I saying Celestis right? Celestis. Amadeus. I can say Amadeus. I'm very tired. Hello. Yeah, actually, you know what? DP, you're so right. Me and Digi were like bitching about this earlier, that it's fine having new merchandise, right? And it's... I don't want to seem like I'm ungrateful, but we have seen the same renders for like 30 years now, and you know, Sonic Cross Worlds was the first new Knights art that we've had. Well, other than the Christmas, well, the image of Knights handing a present on Twitter was like the most recent one. But we're just like hungry for new Knights, official Knights art, and they're so like strict about doing it as well. It's really annoying. It's like, I just want lots of new Knights art. I'd also really love it, right, and this is another thing where it sounds like I'm being ungrateful, but I would really love it if every time they mention nights, they wouldn't just always play Nights into Dreams, Dreams Dreams. Like, there are so many good songs in Nights, and they always play the Dreams Dreams, and it's really getting irritating. I mean, like both games, like Journey Dreams as well, they're just like straight fire like bangers. They're just such good music in that game, both of the games. Yeah, an animated short would be great, because they keep saying like, oh, including film and other media, and I'm like, well, stop teasing about the whole like other media thing, and please just animate something with Nights in it. Give us that, you know, it's been 30 years. I mean, Sonic has had like a bunch of them now for like game promos and stuff. The Shadow one was like brilliant. I still kind of get the feeling, right? I know this is like huge cope here, right? But I kind of get, well, I would like rather if in the Sonic 4 movie, you know how in, was it Sonic 1, he had like the world map and it showed you all the different universes that he jumped to, and one of them was like the Sega Saturn planet, the symbol for Sega Saturn. I was like, it'd be pretty cool if it goes very like Avengers-ish, where all the different Sega IP end up sort of like crossing over with the Sonic movie, and it'd be nice to see other characters from different areas of the Sega universe, because like Nights, it could so easily fit into like one of the Sonic movies, so easily. See you, Raycurve! Thank you for coming along. I will reply to your email soon. And I'm very jealous of your apples. No, I think Monkey's Paw Curl would be, we want another Nights game, and they give us another slot machine. Nights Dream Wheel, or whatever it was called. That was fun. Big fun. Right, I'm gonna get back to my work. 50 minutes. I can talk about Nights and colour in at the same time. Right, yeah, Sagato Sanshiro would be pretty funny. I still think that they missed like such an opportunity with the last movie where Shadow and Sonic go to Japan. They could have had them like running through the Sega office or something, or had like cameo from Oshima-san. I was going to say Yuji Naka, but no, Oshima-san or any of the other Sonic team members, like Izuka-san as well. That would have been so fun. It would have been like having the Stanley moment in the Marvel movies, you know? And I was just like, oh, they could have done it and they didn't. Yeah, Dream Wheel. That gives me just like war flashbacks. We were all so excited for that, and it just ended up being like nothing. Well, it was something, but not for me. It wasn't for me, and that's okay. People are allowed to like whatever they like, but I can't really say that I'm big on gambling. Though, I mean, if you think about it, right, it's technically on theme, because Sonic Adventure had the whole like casino thing, and there was the Knights table. Right, what was I doing? I was about to do sparkles, just for a change. Right, I'm doing the sparkles under the hand layer. I'm gonna name this layer, it's so important. Sparkles. Star Trail. No, I'm not a hater on Journey of Dreams, right? But the one thing they done that really bugged the hell out of me was they changed the color of Knights and Reala's Star Trails, because Knights always had like a white blue star trail and Reala always had like a yellow orangey star trail, and it's just, I used to love coloring it in all the time, and then Journey of Dreams came out and made it some like random colors and stuff. I like what they done with the star trails and the fact that if you zoomed in you could see there's little feathers and stars and little different things in there. It's not just stars. I just wish that they hadn't changed the color of it. Because the yellow stars always worked so well with Reala's design because of the red. Right, what am I doing? I'm gonna do lots of glow here. I'm gonna have to do this layer at the back. Trail 2. BRB, 1 second. I was just checking that chat wasn't doing that thing again. I'm so paranoid about that blue arrow like jamming the chat. Someone say something. The last thing I can see on my screen is DP saying, "Oh no, Dreamwheel," and then there's just silence. The entire chat just was so like traumatized by Dreamwheel. Oh, thank God. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Rob. Yeah, we were all cursed by the Dreamwheel. something you'll see me using a lot is glow layers, but I also like to do motion blur recently. Hang on, no. I'm looking for radial blur. I don't know if it shows up. Yeah, see this little X here? If you put it in the center of the thing that you're trying to show that objects are moving away from, then you can mess with the sparkles. Well, it's not updating straight away, so I'm guessing it's because my PC is lagging. Yeah, you can see the— oh, it's thinking about it, it's taking its time, it's actually slowly applying this. Wow. So this is a case of my PC really needing more RAM after all. Hey Cherry! Amadeus, you never heard of Dreamwheel, the legend of Dreamwheel. You didn't miss anything. Though the artwork made for it was pretty nice, it has to be said. Yeah, the clock looked really nice. Okay, you can hardly notice that, but I did just do like a blur effect on those. You see them? Now I'm gonna do more of them for the other sparkles, wherever they are. These ones. I'm scared now to do the radial blur because it took so long for the PC to process it. Okay, I'm just gonna sit back and give my PC positive energy. Okay, yeah, it's working. Please work. Don't crash. I'm so close to ending the stream in like 30 minutes, and if I have to start it again, it would suck. Please, 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 please. Yeah. Okay, that worked. Yeah, cross all your fingers. That worked, that's cool. Right. And then I'll duplicate that layer. There. Okay, you can see it better now. And then I'm gonna make another layer for sparkles, because you can never have enough. What else can we use? Hang on, I'll make more of this. Oh no. DP's been having a bad time with RAM. Yeah, if you're having a bad time with RAM right now, you ain't gonna be able to replace it for a while. Give it maybe like a year until everything's not 10 times the price. You know what? My playlist has never played this song on randomized before, I don't think. I was complaining about how on my Patreon streams it keeps playing like the same 7 songs even though the playlist's on shuffle. I've heard this one before. I guess that was just the end of that song. Shout out to the wonderful Opus Science Collective who lets me use his music for my streams. I love his stuff. He's super talented, and you can check out his albums for sale in the links in my description below. It should be up to date. Oops. 5-minute break. Oh, you got like a new MacBook or something, didn't you? The new ones that look really nice. I've heard that they're like really good. Hey Mia! I wondered what was up with Mia's text in the chat, and I keep forgetting that this overlay for some reason doesn't let you use like the interesting emotes, unfortunately. So it just comes up as text. Apparently as well on YouTube, I can't use certain emotes until my channel is monetized or something, which is a bit crappy. I guess it's not like Twitch where you can just use any emotes you want. I promise I'm not doing Naruto hand signs, I'm just trying to get the feeling back in my fingers. I'm supposed to be on a break and instead I'm just staring at my art like, what do I need to do? I still need to do all the main star sparkles and all the halos. I reckon I can do the sparkles in like 25 minutes or something, but I'm not sure if I can do the halos in that time. Thank you. Yeah, I've not really had the chance to do like a lot of sparkles in my art recently because Engelbaum is more like glowy than sparkly. Hey Mia, don't worry about your emotes, I've seen them in the other chat window. It's just this overlay doesn't like emotes yet. I have been trying to fix it. It's kind of crazy, like on YouTube in order to be in order to be monetized these days, one of the things that you have to do, like one of them if you want, is get over 3 million views on a YouTube short. That's not gonna happen. And the other one is something like 3,000 or 1,000 view hours in order to get monetized, because then I think people can do like super chat and stuff. I'm not really sure how it works. I mostly only ever see VODs of Twitch chats on YouTube. I never really see VODs of YouTube streams to see how their chats work. Okay, right. 15 minutes. Let's try and get this done. Okay, let's go. Let's look for sufficiently sparkly brushes. I have a lot of sparkle brushes because they're like one of my favorite things. Get some rainbow sparkles in there. And then what else do we need? We need... Haha! Hang on, what's this one? I think this is the... actually that could work. The problem with a lot of these brushes is they're really made for one-click mouse stuff. Let's see. Maybe I'll just use a mouse. That's more like it. That was actually unintentional, but that star just landed in like the perfect the perfect shiny area. That was actually a mistake, but I'll keep it. Happy mistake. And then more sparklings. Let's make them bigger. Okay, I guess that doesn't get any bigger. Yeah, animated content is so good, it's so polished. I learned how to do all the PNGTuber stuff from him. His tutorial was so useful. Yeah, my chat on my screen is being really random. It's like I'm looking at what's being said on one screen and looking at the one on the screen, and it's different stuff. Very confusing. Alright. Right, this is where I go in and ruin all the sparkles with my own sparkles. I'll just make them like really big. Like, is it really sparkly nights art if it doesn't make your eyes burn? Does this cause retinal discomfort? It should do. Hand painted sparkles. Yeah, that's looking more sort of violently sparkly. Hang on. I've got the up here. Ooh, I think the sparkles are going for my eyes. Alright. Now I'm gonna blur those and just... Actually, you know what? Maybe my computer's running slow because I still have this image open. Because I figured that I'd be able to work on this image today as well. So let's close that very large image and let's close this as well. We all know what Reala looks like. It's not like I need a reference to draw Reala. There are very few things in life that I can draw without a reference. One of them is Reala, one of them is Knights, and one of them is a horse, believe it or not. I learned how to draw horses when I was a kid because I was like obsessed with horses, and that's one of my things I control with my eyes closed. Right, blur, Gaussian blur. Let's blur this. I love how Mia's saying "I love Reala" and then you start singing that you start singing the "I love horses" song. Change it to "I love Reala," best of all the nightmare in. He's not my friend. Right, this is my favorite part, where you just go in and you just make big freaking sparkles, stars. And I can't actually draw very good straight lines, but it doesn't need to be. It just needs to be sparkly. No one's gonna look at my stars and be like, that's off. Except that one. That one looks bad, so no. I remember back in the day when I used to mostly do traditional art, and I used to have to paint all of my sparkly star trails by hand with a paintbrush, and I always used to use a TRiP's pen, which was great, but the problem with TRiP's pens is they would dry out really quickly, so I'd get to use them for like 2 paintings max before I had to go get another one. Sort of related, but this Lava Reef song, you know how there's always like one song that you go to play on a piano or whatever when you see a piano and you don't know any other any other songs? At one point, Lava Reef was like my go-to tune. I love this song. Well, the tune at least. Years ago, there was this really good OCR remix of Lava Reef called Lover's Reef, and it had like vocals on top of it of 2 people singing to each other, and I've lost it and I need to find it again because it was like such a nice cover version. think that's a fair amount of sparkles. I thought that was music for a second. No, it's my alarm telling me that it is coming up to ending the stream. Well, you know what? I didn't get to finish, but at least I had fun working on the parts that I care about. So that's my progress for today. I'm probably just gonna finish the halos offline and then upload it to social media and stuff, because there's no point in doing another stream just for the halos. But I do want to have another piece of art to work on for next Sunday. I'm probably going to finish off the knights image that I showed earlier with knights hanging off the tree. Okay, so I'm happy with how that's coming along. I mean, it's pretty much done. The sparkles aren't exactly how I wanted to do them, but it still looks kind of decent, so I'm not gonna fuss over it too much. Because I think, I keep saying this, but finished is always better than perfection and not being finished, so let's go to chat mode. So we've just got a few more minutes left of the stream, and I just wanted to say thank you to everybody for coming along, especially DP, who, bless her, has been trying to get into this stupid chat for like 3 weeks, 4 weeks now or something, and it wasn't working for her, and I felt bad, really, really bad. So I'm glad, yay, glad we finally got to hang out on stream, because I've wanted to just be able to interact with you for ages. So this has been fun. Next Sunday, gonna have a stream. I'm trying to keep it to once a week for the public streams, and for my patrons, I'm just gonna continue working on page 14 I've been doing for the past couple of days. I'd like to work on other art on Sundays as well, not always just fan art, maybe like commissions and stuff I need to get done. Like I have like such a backlog of stuff, and I don't really feel comfortable working on new art just for the stream when I could be working on stuff that I owe, so I want to do that as well. What else did I want to say? I think that was it basically, but I'm glad that the new layout all worked and everything. I finished editing another highlights clip video this morning. I just have to see if my PC will shut down again when I try to handbrake it, like the last video. I don't know, like I had a Windows update like a week ago, and since then everything with my PC has just been acting up and it's been really irritating. But anyway, enough of me moaning about technical problems. I really appreciate you all being here. It's been fun, and I'm sorry I didn't finish the image, but I got into the sparkle into the sparkle zone, and at least you all got to see how I do my sparkles. It's not that difficult. It's just sticking a bunch of white ink down and drawing lines out of it on glow mode, and that is the secret to doing sparkles. Next time I also want to have the fan art reel set up. I've been working on a scroller that shows everyone's really good fan art that they've sent me over the years, because I really want to show it off, not just my own art. I'm going to have it all glazed as well, so it's protected from YouTube. So that's what I'm going to be working on for next week as well, so look forward to seeing everyone's wonderful fan art that I would like to include. It is now midnight, so I'm now going to go to bed and dream of finishing this picture and maybe I do it next week instead. Bye! Good night. Everyone have good dreams.